Okay. Hi, I'm sorry about that, guys. I know that I probably won't have viewers, I think, the first time around, but I'm hoping that if I start streaming this a little bit and, like, pretty much just kind of keep going, I'll have some more viewers later on. But right now, I am starting for the first time playing Stanley Parable. I've honestly never, well, let me not say never. I haven't seen gameplay of the first one, so this will be a new experience for me. So I hope that honestly this is fun. But I wanted to stream everything so that way when I start this, I don't miss anything. So I literally got onto this page and then I started the stream. So I'm honestly excited. So we'll have to see. Give me one sec. Oh, whoops. Did my phone have sound? I don't think so. Okay. But yeah, I am honestly pretty excited. But let me do my thing real quick. For my usual, when I like start a stream, I do the first like thing that I pin. Okay. Now let me copy this link. So I'm sorry, I know I literally should have did this all before, but I'm trying to let my friends know so that way that they can know what girl. Obviously they're going to know if I'm letting them know. Anyways, I'm trying to let them know that I'm on so that way that they can watch if they are interested. So that's pretty much about it. So yeah, and then let me send it to my friends too. But also give me one sec. Allergies are kind of a thing right now, so let me blow my nose. Okay. I am so sorry about that. Oh my god, why is it? Okay, girl, I thought that was my fucking glasses, but it turns out it's just the selecting thing. Okay, so we have English selected. Okay, confirm. Yup. Oh, I have not. I have not. Barely visible. Girl, I mean, I like seeing. So I'm gonna put it like this. Just so I can like see a little bit better. Girl. Oh my god. I could have did it the other way. Let me see, 1 p.m., right? Yup. Okay. Girl, I'm kind of nervous. Oh my god. Yeah, hold on, sorry. Trying to adjust so it's not too loud. Girl, wait, that's
This is the
funny.
story of a man named Stanley.
Oh my god, wait, I forgot that is his voice. Girl, that's funny.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, hello viewers, how we doing?
This is the story of
Sorry,
a
I'm
man
trying
named
to
Stanley.
adjust this stuff so it's not too loud when I start playing. But I hope you're doing well. I'm actually really excited to play this, if I'm being completely honest. So, yeah, I'm honestly really hyped. Okay, sorry, trying to adjust. Actually, we'll keep all of this the same. Actually, let me do that, maybe? We'll up that. Okay, okay. I'm nervous. Okay, let's begin. The end is... Huh? The end is
This
never?
is the story of a man named Stanley.
It's like I just heard that. I'm kidding. It's because I was doing the
Stanley
things.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, wow.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Wow.
Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Such a great job. I'm kidding.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although
Oh my
others
God.
might have considered it soul-winning,
Yeah.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Or was there a void
And then one
around
day,
him?
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh, girl, that kind of makes sense now. The name. Parable. Like, I think parable mean... Hold on. What's parable mean?
Never in all his years at the company had
I think,
this
like,
happened.
something
This
changing.
complete
So, that's
isolation.
interesting.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What if I just don't? Wait, I want to see if anything happens. If I don't... Oh, that's funny. Oh, wait. That's not right. I was gonna say it's matching the time, but it's not right. Oops. Okay. This is silly.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What did that? You know what? Hold on. Maybe I should. Can I adjust? We'll do small. Wait, sorry. It was the. Hold on. What was it? It was the I was trying to. Never mind. It's fine. I was gonna say I wanted to switch the brightness, but it's fine. We'll just do this. Hold on, I heard something. Give me one sec. Okay, sorry about that. My cats were doing something. I think they knocked over something, which I heard. Okay, let's keep going.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Excuse me?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
This is silly. I actually. Oh, I'm actually enjoying this. That's funny. Oh. Okay, this is fun.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. 413? That's my birthday!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Damn, I was trying to switch. I mean, I was trying to read that. Has a slick blue graphic. Laughs. Oh, love that. I am unique. Thank you. Slides, charts, and slides. Okay, this is stupid, but I love it because it's stupid. What? Okay, laughs.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, I said I would listen. Okay, this game is silly. I actually like it. Did that door just close by itself? Also, hello viewer. I'm honestly enjoying this. This game is really fun. Oh, let's see, is there anything in here? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Do
Stanley
we become the
wondered in
manager?
disbelief
Oh, hey!
orchestrated this.
Girl,
What dark secret was being held from him?
I'm
What
genuinely
he
enjoying
could
this
not have
game.
known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait, what? Oh! Whoops.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Girl. Oh. Okay. So pretty much, it said it in the beginning, but obviously, I guess you weren't here, so no worries. But there's pretty much this person, Stanley, he was working at this job, pressing keys on the keyboard, and like he pretty much would get orders and stuff of what keys to press. Until one day, he stopped getting orders on the computer, then he basically was like, oh, and then he gets up, and then he pretty much wanders around the office trying to do stuff because I think there is different endings, but depending on what you do, you will get a different ending. But there's a narrator trying to guide you. That's pretty much it. Is that you walk around an office, there's a narrator talking to you, and you can like choose to listen or not to listen. That's pretty much about it. But let's get started. Bitch. I'm scared. Oh, it makes me go down. Oh, it's loading. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Interesting.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. That's not...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You know what? I said I would listen, so... We're going to listen this first time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, he's going to have the strength because I'm doing it, so... Let me see. Anything else? Okay, no.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Also, only 2 people were fired? .104 and 601?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh. Oh, so I think I click off. Okay, right. We are listening. What, that kind of scare me.
Blackness.
Oh.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that
Oh,
was
wow.
all he needed to know.
Very
It was
pretty.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh, it's open now? Okay. Oh.
Stanley felt
I thought...
peace and
Oh, I thought I was going to be able to walk
feeling of
around.
liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Love that. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Me going really quick on this.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Oh my god, wait, what was the
Stanley
code?
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, hi. Girl, so I'm trying to speed run, well, not speed run, but I was trying to do the other ending.
And rejuvenated,
Um,
Stanley calmly walked
I did it
forward
quickly,
into the
and
open
it just made it play music, so that's funny. But oh, pretty much what I said is that like this is a game where you play as Stanley. He works at like an office. He would press like buttons and stuff he would get orders on a computer and press like the key that corresponds with it. And pretty much he like
Stanley walked
stopped getting
straight ahead through a
orders
large door that read
and
Control
he
Facility.
started to like um sorry. He basically stopped getting
The
orders and then
lights rose
he
on an
started like
enormous
walking
room
around the
packed with
office
televisions,
and you can either listen to the
or horror
narrator and do
secret
what
the
he's
mystery
saying or you can
holds,
do the
Stanley
opposite.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
But right now I just did one ending, so I'm now trying to get the other.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals.
Wait a minute, is this given the US with surveillance cameras?
One of them,
I'm
a
kidding.
trembling,
Partially
one-eyed
kidding.
face,
Partially kidding. Let me see that.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to
Also, if
believe
I
it
press
couldn't be
X,
true.
like, to
Had
interact,
Stanley
and there's nothing to
really
interact
stumbled
with, it sounds like a
upon
keyboard
this
clicking.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
Girl,
job?
this game,
His
I don't know
emotions
why,
were
I'm actually having fun playing
manipulated to
this, and
accept
I'm
it
so glad.
blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Bitch,
own
FNAF
life
IRL.
in
A
someone else's control.
bitch.
Never. It was
The
unthinkable.
animatronics do
Wasn't
get a
it?
bit
Was
quirky
it
at
even
night.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here
Okay.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
Oh.
Content. Walking, eating, working.
Oh my
All
god,
of it
wait, I didn't
monitored
notice the
with
buttons.
hypnotic
Okay, we'll do
voice
the buttons. Hold up.
voice. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
See
exert
what
its
buttons up
terrible
there.
power over another human life.
Let's see. Oh,
For he
I can't go
would
up there.
dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's 3. Oh, whoops. Oh, there's a glare on my TV, so I kind of can't see. But what is that? What is up there? Now I want to know. Wait. Oh, damn. Okay. You don't see 4. Let's interact with 5. Okay. We'll just do this. Okay, instead of clicking off, let's click on. Because that's the whole reason I just came back here.
At last he found the source. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they
Yes,
kept
I
you
did.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
Nah.
off and leave.
I'm gonna do my own
If you
thing.
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is
I love
much
that.
better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Nah.
What all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to you. I erased them.
Oh.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance.
Wait, I think I
of
have
the
to do my
story.
sound.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
Honestly,
goodness,
if I can't do
only
this,
34 seconds left.
I might.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are
Bitch.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I don't.
You assumed when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this
Oh.
door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your
Wait, that's
purpose
funny.
in this place is?
A bitch.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all
Bro,
the same to me.
why is it vibrating so much?
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Oh my god, girl, it is vibrating so much. Oh. It just blow it up that quick? It said, I'm gonna blow up. Yeah. Okay. Since I don't know how to do that part, we're just gonna skip the left door. So we'll stop doing the left door for now, since we got the missile, I guess. So we'll go right.
When Stanley came to a set of
Oh,
two
I have 4
open doors,
viewers.
this was not the correct way
Oh,
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
girl,
Perhaps he could
hey.
stop by the employee lounge first,
Right
just
now
to
I
avoid it.
am playing Stanley Parable, obviously. But girl, I'm actually enjoying this and it's fun as hell. Although I did say what it is. It's pretty much you're playing as Stanley. There's a narrator that's telling you what to do and you can either listen or not listen.
Yes, truly a room worth
That's pretty
admiring.
much it.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business,
Oh.
Stanley took the
Damn.
first open door on his left.
Oh, wait, should we listen or no? Let me not listen.
Stanley was so bad at following
Uh,
directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
oh my god. Oh wow. Oh, it's a key card. Okay. Sorry, I like quickly tried to interact with it. For misuse of cargo lift. Uh, jumping off? Okay,
Look,
you know what?
Stanley, I think perhaps, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley
Oh.
leaped and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Sorry. Oh, that's really not.
His co-workers
That's
looked
really
worried.
not.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I
Stanley
realized
came to a set of two open
there was
doors, either to
another
the door on
thing
his left.
that I can do for this part.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes
Oh.
some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new boss. Girls breeze.
Oh my, it just skips now? That's funny. That's funny. He said, I'm tired of the shit. Go on. Oh, that's really not. Yeah, so that is funny. So he pretty much just gives up. He's like,
Stanley
blah, blah,
walked
blah.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh my god? What? Not a violent death, that's
The door
crazy.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and
Nah.
get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly
Yup.
confront his death.
Yup. Girl? How was that? Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this
Uh,
really is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking
oh,
the
that's crazy.
eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and
That
shallow
is
life.
crazy.
Farewell, Stanley.
It's gonna glitch. Unless it won't, and then we're dead. See? I knew it.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
Oh!
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every
Oh.
bone in his body,
Or
killing
he
him
did die.
instantly.
Oh. Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Girl? Wait. Actually, wait, hold on. Wait, actually. Wait, no. Wait, yeah, let me go back. Oh my god. Girl, I'm being indecisive. Wait, was there a way to fall off? Am I able to keep backing up? Oh, I think it closed. Okay. But I don't know. I'm actually enjoying this game. Like, it's actually fun.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see
Oh.
now?
Oh.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. In a good time? Wait. Oh. Oh my god, wait. So does that mean, like, this is, like, pretty much about the concept? Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't even read this. Oh my god. That's cool. Oh. I can't interact. Oh. I can. It. That's it. Filing cabinets. Laughs. Okay, wait. Let's see. What am I... What way am I supposed to go? Actually, wait, no. That's literally the whole point of this game. There's not supposed to be a right way to go. Ah, my silly brain. I want to look that up. Look at that, girl. Oh. Girl, that's kind of cute. I like it. I think it's funny. Oops. They didn't use the emails. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. So I like how I'm like not reading it. I just realized I'm just looking at the fucking things. I'm just not reading all of them. I'm like, oh, that's really not. This is just prolonged silence.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy. When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the
Okay,
facility.
let's just keep leave that room because I'm genuinely getting overwhelmed. Anyways, let's go to where I think we're supposed to go. Oh, wait, I didn't see this part. I don't think I've been there yet. Oh, unless they don't have it. May 2012, damn. Oh, wait, I realized I shouldn't be reading these too much, because then it's kind of spoilers, I guess. Oh wait, that is the way we came from. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh,
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You
oh.
can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Why is that funny? Turn off your PlayStation. Okay. Girl, that's actually kind of funny. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of two open
Right,
doors.
because there's nothing
He
else
entered
to...
the
Okay.
door on his left.
No, I'm
This
not.
was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh,
Stanley
well.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow. So pretty.
This room.
Anyways.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I actually will listen this
And so
time.
he detoured through the maintenance section,
Oh.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Never mind. I'm not. Okay, I'm actually having too much
Stanley
fun.
didn't want to go back to the office.
No, I
He
didn't.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So
Yup.
now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Damn. I can't interact with anything else.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
This bitch.
No, 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 not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down,
I feel
left,
like,
right.
wait, I feel like there might
Yep,
be a way to like
okay,
slide
great,
through the
yes.
door if you're
I've
near
got it
it
now.
when
This
it
story is
opens.
absolutely, definitely this way.
I'm sorry. I feel like we're about to get kidnapped. Oh, okay, I guess. Uh, what? Oh, so we're higher.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay,
No,
okay, okay, okay. We
I'm
just
not closing my
need
eyes.
to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Uh,
However, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
oh, that's
All of
crazy.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
He,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
he
simply missed
literally
the
just
memo.
resets the game. Oh, wow. He said, I'm tired of this bitch.
When Stanley...
Oh!
Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear, I definitely
Oh!
restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I'm
Did you
kidding.
move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here
I'm just
somewhere.
special. That's why he's
Okay,
asking.
then. It's an adventure. Come,
Oh?
Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh? I don't know what to do. Wait, I kind of want to do one of the new doors. Oh, wait. These lead, I think, the same part. Girl, am I in the fucking back rooms?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it
Oh?
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Are you for real?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What a bitch. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
It's gonna be even more broke. It's probably, but oh, I didn't see the coffee mug. Okay, I can't interact with any of the doors yet. Or, oh, I
Aha!
can.
I
Oh,
knew we'd missed something. The
okay.
story. Here it comes.
Eh,
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
bro, I think the game broke. I'm kidding. Eh, what the hell?
Now this... Well,
What
I'll
the
be
hell?
honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've
I'm
completely
thinking it
forgotten
might
what we
be
were
an
supposed to
office
be doing,
building.
how about this? You win!
Wow,
Congratulations! I
yippee.
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win
Uh,
fair and square, and this is not one of those situations.
That's crazy.
Okay?
Oh well.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
It's going to be broke again.
All right. I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed
Oh.
the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
TM.
Just follow the line.
TM.
As simple as that.
Wait, I kind of want to follow, but I don't. Wait. No, we're not listening.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
TM. Line. TM. Sigh, so I think I do have to listen. Sigh. Oh wow. The way it just goes around the boxes? That's funny.
The line knows
TM.
where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
But
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick
Wait.
with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience
What the-
of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my
Wait a
experience
damn
of
minute.
your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
But what the hell is this music? Okay, can I not loop? Okay, I think I genuinely have to just do the story. Sigh. I think the line's a little off. Actually, this is, I don't think, no longer a line, so yeah. Are we going to Office 1? Oh. Well, I think it is. Damn. Oh, why is this music so loud? I do not follow the line. Even though I'm being forced to.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Not, wait, so we're back to where he wanted to restart the game.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh. I guess I'll follow the line. Oh,
I say forget the adventure line.
TM.
It's never done for us. this direction.
Oh?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our
TM.
awesome new
Sorry.
story. No
Let me translate
lines
it
or
for you.
monitor rules.
TM.
Just don't acknowledge it.
TM.
and it should be fine.
Why is it trademarked? Laughs.
Ah, a
Oh.
choice. We get to make a decision. From now on, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh. So we got a choice.
What's this?
I've been doing this.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Girl, I've been playing this ending for
I might
17
drift
minutes?
blank simply
18
because it's
minutes?
written here on
Damn.
This thing, wall.
Thing
Well,
wall.
you consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Love that.
And the timer stopped.
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Oh.
whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Not the
I guess
sigh.
now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Girl just sitting in a
Not
room.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What was that? No, it reset.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Damn.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Oh
So
my
the thought of
god.
total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The
Wow,
lounge was
so
sublime,
pretty.
a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, let's actually listen this time. Let me not fall
Look,
off.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
Also,
the
one
story
sec.
has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I I'm not asking for me, I'm asking
Okay.
for her.
For her.
This is it, Stanley.
I'm so sorry.
Your chance
Literally
to
had to yawn
really
as he
stop,
talked.
to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she? Ah, yes. My favorite door. The Abyss. Ah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another.
Okay. Let's redo that and not pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Uh,
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Oh my god, that's
I'm trying to
crazy.
get you to see something. Come inside.
No.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Okay, bitch, damn. Are we getting kinky?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Let me know, press. Actually, no.
Look
Let
at
me
him
listen.
there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
You know what? I'm not pressing it now. Since he wanted to be rude. Is he gonna force me to press it? Let's see. I might actually be forced to press it.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Bitch.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in
TM.
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. There is no answer.
Uh,
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
oh my god, wait, I realize this is literally his office because that's where the door is.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I
Oh.
get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, that's not. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. Oh.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Girl, what? New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content?
Why did we respond the same way? Literally me and him. You know what? I don't trust this. I'm gonna go back.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Wait, damn, I should have did
He stopped by
it.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, we're gonna
Standing now
skip.
in this incredible room, Stanley for
That's
the
our hello
first time
viewer. I see what I
went
have.
back to
I have
business.
4.
Stanley took the
Hope you all
third
doing
step
good.
door on his left.
Girl, this game is actually really fun. I'm like having fun, literally just
Stanley
like,
was so bad at following
like
directions
literally
that
just
he
walking around.
probably wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Wow.
There's someone you've been neglecting.
Oh wait,
Someone
I think there's a way to do this.
What? Really?
Yes. Okay. Oh
In
my
the
god.
middle of something, do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to
Okay.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Oh.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. Okay, I think, or maybe not, but I feel like down there might be a thing, but I'm not 100% sure. Why did I just randomly crave macaroni? What? That sounds really good.
Now listen carefully,
Oh.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
No.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, there's a blue door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this red, unique world? Don't let me
I'm sorry. I really find this funny because like it's literally just like Stanley is trolling the fucking narrator. Like
Because you were never supposed
it's
to be
just
here in the
funny.
first place. Breaking rooms and
Oh,
stealing
I'm
from
sorry. It's
animal
just funny.
cages. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire
Oh,
story I
5 viewers.
wrote
Hello, how we
specifically
doing?
for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to
Oh,
see.
I have 6
Help
viewers.
me here,
Hello,
Stanley. Help
how we
elucidate
doing?
this strange and unknowable
Also, I don't know why,
personality.
like, this game is
What
just
would
making me
have made
crack
this game
up
better?
because I don't know
What
why.
did
It's
you
just
want to
funny.
see? Vehicles? Skilled
Like,
trees? Work with me, you
you
get
know what? I think the
absolutely
narrator is just
nothing
talking a
so
little too
far.
much.
Tell you
I'm
what,
kidding.
let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we
Oh,
go. A
oh.
third option. This already feels leaps
What is
ahead of what you
this?
were before. Go ahead,
Oh,
Stanley. Take
not
it
the
from
light's not
speed.
loading in. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Hmm.
Would you say that the
What am I
game
feeling, guys?
illustrates ideal your choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I kind of want to troll with 1, but for some reason I want to see what 5 does.
Aha! You
Okay,
see, I
we'll do 5.
knew I
We'll do
was
5.
onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know
Oh,
the
7
game needed a
viewers.
third
Hello,
player?
how we doing?
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't
Oh
even
my god,
try.
I'm sorry. I had to mute
Here,
because I for some
here's
reason
to
keep
what each
yawning.
of you
Also, why did I say mute
brings.
like that?
I could
Mute.
argue, but to be perfectly candid, I think I
Laughs.
knocked it out of the park with this
Okay,
one.
let's
Let's
see.
take a look.
Let's see narrator. Oh. Leaderboard? Why is there a leaderboard? Only the worst 3%? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. You know what? I'm going to do this again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it,
Wow.
would you?
No, I
Perfect.
wouldn't.
Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls
Oh my.
left towards danger. You
Oh.
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
4 hours? You know.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies, or
uh,
simply to spite me?
no, I do not hate
If that's the
babies.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Is it don't press the
Yes,
button?
this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh. Uh,
Aha! Fascinating. What's
what?
everything this game is about, Stanley? What's our
Why
backstory?
is this in
What is the
here?
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Erotic?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience
Excuse
of
me?
total mental depravity. So far, I love
I'm scared.
everything about this game, Stanley. and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Why was that the Minecraft sound? Oh. I may have went the wrong way.
No, it can't be.
Can't be what?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Why the fuck
Just
is
a
Rocket
nice
League in
big
here?
place for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Girl, fucking Rocket League?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh my god, fucking Rocket League! Y'all, I'm playing Rocket League, guys.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls. Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game.
Oh wow!
It goes. You get to have fun when I
Oh
let you, Stanley.
wow.
Besides, you need
Bitch.
someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with
Oh,
you
that's cool.
either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Wait, can I just jump down?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, whoops. I realized, I was like, wait.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh,
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
oh. Oh. Oh, so hello viewers, sorry. I see I have a few more. How are we all doing? I honestly don't know where like anything leads. I'm literally just like playing the game blindly. Oh, it's a reverse of the doors. Wait, let me see if I go left. Let me see if there is anything. Or does that just lead? Okay. So then let's go back. Okay, interesting. Oh, 427. That's its office. Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
also
He'll
going fully
understand soon what
like
I was
dark,
trying to tell him.
it
He
kind of scared
needs
me.
someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh wait. Girl, is he gonna make me wait? Oh. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? I will
Oh,
go into this.
new content? What does that mean, new content?
Wow.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Wow.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
The
but
brick
I'm
wall?
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay, what?
All right.
That's it.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
What is this? LOL. Oh! Okay.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions
I only got
of this
36
game are
jumps.
not
That's it.
positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait.
Oh.
There's more. Very
Oh,
cool.
hello viewers, how we doing?
I knew there had to be something
Oh,
else.
okay.
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens
Oh.
when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the
Honestly,
level of
true.
craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Not finding them on
I conjured
Twitter.
too much
That's crazy.
anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such
Wait, are there
expectations.
achievements?
If you're still with me, why don't
Oh,
we
there
just
are.
restart the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks, just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Wait, I didn't even realize there are trophies. Oh. Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Wait, let me see. Oh, damn, I don't know who to listen to. I'm gonna listen. Let's see. Okay, I'm on. I don't know why.
You remember how
I'm
cheap and
genuinely having fun with
unsatisfying the new
this.
Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What is
It's our little
this?
secret. Take a look.
What is this? Okay. Oh,
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been
oh,
storing
whoa.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
2013 Zone. Uh, okay, I'm honestly loving all of this. They have a screech. Oh my god. Okay, this is honestly funny as hell. Bro, the first dollar. Okay, honestly, this is a fun game. Go outside. That's not.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of
Don't
games
read.
journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's
Oh.
how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was
Oh my
Persona
God.
3. It was all of
Not
them.
Persona
And
3.
now, it's nothing.
Not
It's no
Persona.
games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh. What was down here? Oh, maintenance. Okay. Guys, it's me.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and
Oh, hello viewer, how we
rewarding
doing?
choices I've ever been confronted with in a
Also,
game.
I feel like, because
9
the
out
last
of
one was
10. Did you
10,
get it,
and this is
Stanley?
9,
The
I feel like
game
it's
was
like going to
perfect.
slowly keep
It
going
didn't need
down.
anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh,
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no,
music?
Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these
Gasp.
in years.
It's going to be like horrible reviews.
Down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Wait, I don't know if that was actually a genuine review, but like, I actually enjoy this game. It's fun. Funny.
Profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
It. Wait, was he saying about shoving a review up their ass? That's funny. The roof not being done?
Okay, let's
Hello?
see what this one says. While
Oh.
the idea for the game
Oh.
is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always will. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Are these genuine reviews then?
You constantly have
I
to
don't know if
stop
they
doing
are.
anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then And maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna skip it.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. With the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly
Also, sorry, I think my dad's home, so give me one sec.
Just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah,
Just repeat it.
we've eaten too much and it can't be just
Oh
yet.
my god.
Until
I'm gonna wait.
245.
I honestly, I want to see if I can wait it out. Because I don't want to skip it.
It's impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices. And therefore,
Okay, I'm gonna sit here for like, I would say 2 minutes. If he keeps repeating it, then I'll skip.
At which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It's the only thing
I really want to see if he'll shut up, but only if it's actually.
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by
Oh my
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all
I feel
once,
like
so
I'm gonna
now
listen
you
to this
see,
enough, and then it's just I'm gonna remember it.
We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth,
Becoming it
until
is.
inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back.
Hello.
and never a moment
Sorry, viewer.
before
I'm trying to see if he'll stop talking without me pressing the button,
until so much
because I
more
want to
than
see
forever
if
ago, which is
he
why I
will.
say,
So,
the story
oh my
or
god.
what have you, and therefore, by
Okay,
becoming
I
it
guess
is,
I'll press the
so on and so
button.
forth, until inevitably.
Will he say anything about me
I can
waiting?
see you were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling
Oh.
monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe
Wait,
it,
no,
I'd
no,
say
no,
it was
let's not
perhaps
press it.
less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Wait! We're supposed to press it. I feel like we're supposed to press it because
Tell me
he's...
what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of
Erecting?
time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought, or rather,
What if her
do
clock?
all of
Oh.
the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you
What if her
more
clock?
like
There's
this kind
literally a
of
clock
person,
right
and in
there.
fact do the very opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time, by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a
Okay, I'm
treatise
really
feel.
trying to see
But
if
wouldn't
he'll
you say that
stop talking.
manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthful that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Oh my
manifesto.
god.
Treatise, manifesto.
I want to see how long it'll go on for.
Manifesto.
Genuinely.
Treatise, manifesto.
Unless he...
Treatise,
I think
manifesto.
I said it. I think
Treatise,
it wants us to
manifesto.
press the button again.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Okay, I've been like...
Treatise,
Okay,
manifesto.
we'll press it, we'll press it.
Treatise. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a faultless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go, poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie Nine will say about this, whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works.
Oh
Perhaps that
my...
might be the smart
Sorry.
thing to check
I
before we
just
start this whole
realized.
exercise of making the skip rope.
I just...
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting technology,
I just realized.
every
Pressurized
person who uses
gas?
pressurized
Steam.
gas
Oh...
will presumably run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, only because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite right.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps they'll simply give this particular user the ability to change their review, so
Oh
that the feature is
my
widely
god.
used. I
Why...
would even be okay
I'm
with
just getting it.
pressurized gas
Okay.
altering this particular review so that it reads as something
That
more
was funny.
beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
uh...
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all.
Oh, hello viewers, SAF4. How we doing?
We need a door of some
Oh,
kind.
I need a
I
door.
can work with any
Excuse
kind of
me?
door, as long as
Not
it
you
can be
being
lead from one room to another. I'm
one-sided,
going to step
narrator.
away for
Oh,
just a
wow.
moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here. Wait here for me.
I think
And don't press
it's
the
wanting
skip
us to
button.
press the skip button.
Yes, good. I'll be right back.
I'm pressing it.
Stanley! Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every
You know what?
one of those.
I'm tired of waiting.
Look back. Look back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
The
And you
plant?
think that's just how it's always been, right? Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping...
Oh my god, the fan? Wait, is he gonna talk? Narrator, hello. What's up?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Girl, we just hearing him lose his mind. Bro, this is relaxing. Okay, let's press it. Oh my god! The big hello? That's pretty. Did that wall just like fucking glitch out? Wait, hold on. Let me rewind. I don't know if that was just me or if it actually did pick it up. But I could have swore I literally saw it like glitch out. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, there's trees. Love that. Oh! Well, okay then. Not my problem. Oh. Oh. Wait. Am I free? Oh. So, Stanley lived, but everyone else died. Why can't I climb on top? Oh wow. Okay, I don't know what direction to go in, but I'm gonna follow like where the rubble, where the rubble is going. So we're gonna go in like this direction. Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hold on. There is. Hold on. I know that there's like a thing. I think there's an achievement to get for doing that.
This is the story of a man named
Oh wait,
All of his co-workers were gone. What
did I
could
just
he
reset
do?
the game?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Wait, did it
misheard
just
him.
reset it fully? Oh, it didn't. New content. Oh, that's funny. Hold on, wait. I saw that there was a trophy. Quit the game and then start again. Oh, I think I have to close the game and then just reopen it. Oh, wait.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, 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 no. I'm still not feeling it. I
What?
want this trophy to have meant something.
Oh
It
my
has to
god.
be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
I want to see if anything will happen. Okay, I'm sure I clicked that enough times, so no, it is not working. So it's at 417. Let's see. Oh,
Ooh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
okay.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
This game is funny.
Now, back to door number 437.
Bitch. Oh well.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Wait, where's 416? Wait, where is 416?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do
Oh.
that one again!
Why did he sound like that? Oh.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
Oh my god.
Splendid, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud
That.
of how far we've come today.
Why was it so labor intensive? They said you're really working for this trophy. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go in here again, I guess. Yeah, hold on, let me look at trophies. Oh! Whoops. I did not mean to do that, my fault. Oh, hello viewer, how we doing? Sorry, I think it paused, well it did pause because I was looking at my trophies really quickly and I didn't
You see,
realize.
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step
Hey,
even
why is the
further.
elevator,
Which
but
is
dark?
why
I'm
I'm
scared.
very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
That's funny. Hold on. So I'm trying to take a screenshot. Because I'm probably going to use it for the thumbnail. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yes,
Okay,
you
that's funny.
see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port
Again.
with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different
Well,
directions. This
it's
is
here,
what
your
fans have
showcase.
truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising
New hotness?
potential.
Two doors.
Now, to be
Why?
clear,
That's
I
funny.
haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Where's the
I
torso?
think that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or
Valued
logical.
investors. Why is there no one here? Why does this for some reason remind me of fucking, what is that? The one game in fucking Roblox? Rainbow Friends for some reason? I don't know
Here we
why.
are. Go on, try out some of the new
Oh.
features. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office
I
could
was trying to
use a
look
bit of
around.
decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Then why did he ask for my opinion?
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on. You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Oh.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Wait, that's actually a funny touch. If you use them all, that's funny. What? How do I get a trophy? I feel like it's definitely... I want to look around, but I also want... I want to see it says about the trophy. There's merch? Oh my god. Let's go check out the name thing.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Too
And
small.
of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
It's gonna say Stanley.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. Of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's let you role play as Jim. to
Okay.
witness
Okay,
the
guys.
full
Okay,
experience
okay.
of this feature. Just play. I promise you'll love it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
That's what I just
think about
did.
who the you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay, guys.
I want you
I'm
to imagine
named
yourself
Jim.
living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all
Oh.
of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh my god.
Are you really truly Jim right
I
now?
guess I am, guys. I'm Jim.
Please step forward and press the button. Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Jim. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are. Jim.
No. No, that's sad. I was having fun being Jim. Sigh.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
What the hell is this?
Collectibles.
Okay,
Now it's a
I guess I'm
real
stuck.
video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move them on with your unremarkable life.
Why are there a bunch of like mannequins? Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
But I want that. Okay. I guess because we got that, do they like unlock? Oh, exit. I don't want to exit. But oh, I think, wait, did I finish what I was saying? I don't think I did. I think because I got that, it might have unlocked the other collectibles around the map. Maybe. Perhaps? I don't know though.
A common complaint of the
Oh my
Stanley
God.
Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Where's
As
the
long as you
bucket?
hold on to the
Oh!
bucket,
Oh!
the disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your
I didn't even see it.
To be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Ooh, okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even
It's a
in the
bucket.
face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. Okay, this is
Does
honestly
anyone give out
like
awards
silly.
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Should I do that? Let me do this one first. Let me see. I feel like it'll lock me in, but
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
damn.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Surrounding area. Oh wow. I would have never guessed.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue on. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley. I don't
The
know
sound?
quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. what normal person actually wants to fall infinitely. I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Oh, wow.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me on the path. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing that... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole are a wonderful rest.
Oh. What is happening? How long do we have to wait? What is this? I have no idea what this is doing. That's a meme.
Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away to dream. But you can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be there. Toodle.
Oh. Oh.
Here we
Okay.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I still have the bucket. Actually, let me see. Let's try this.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Most infinite hole. That's not open yet. Okay, I'm going to go this way.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you
Girl,
ready?
who the hell's
Here
calling
it
me?
is. I give you
Let's
the
see.
Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel
I'm gonna plug in my
that
phone.
captured
Hold
all
on.
the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising
Okay, sorry.
conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Had to really
Perfect.
had to
Go
plug in my
ahead.
phone.
Take a look.
That's kind of funny.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in the building
Balloons.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor of his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So
What could
now
it be?
it starts.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Like the thing
Perhaps he had
again.
simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
I think there was a way to like put that there here. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I have to remember that. Okay. Isn't it that's an ending, I'm pretty sure.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets don't talk. But Stanley
Oh
chose
my
not to think about
god.
this obvious
Why is
fact.
it so
He
funny?
was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This Mr.
About
Stanley
it?
could have
A bitch?
dire
Is he
consequences
Canadian?
on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment. I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
For some reason, I feel like it's gonna bust out like a fucking horse.
Item
For some
3.
reason.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. It's just some sort of gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Totally a bucket. What is the narrator talking about? That is completely a bucket. This is also a
Is this a
bucket.
bucket?
Yes. Yes, it's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
This game is so stupid.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
No.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait,
I should sit
when I
down.
say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm
Too bad,
afraid the
narrator.
bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay,
No.
here we go.
But the bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Oh.
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what.
Oh my God.
Said everything. We'll put back all of the buckets. Okay?
Is it gonna be like
And
when he
we'll
started
know
resetting the
that
game
it's
every other
all a
time?
bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait, let me
What do you
see.
mean?
I think
Stanley
I
decided to go
did.
to the
Okay.
meeting room.
Okay, there we
Perhaps
go.
he simply missed a memo. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
It's quite bright.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want.
Nah.
Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
The sequel. That's funny.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how
Miserable.
long you can maintain.
Okay. I'll wait.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Okay, this is honestly really funny. Is it just playing the guitar? I'll honestly just wait because I want to see. Oh. This game is silly. Okay, honestly, I want to keep this running, but I do have to do something. So I'm going to pause my stream. So give me a few minutes and I will be back. Okay, hello. Sorry about that. I had to walk my dogs. And then I was also eating something to eat because I was getting a little hungry. So I am back. Okay, but yes, sorry about that. Let's get the stream started again then, since I am back. So I don't know if there is like an end to this, or if I'm just stuck in here and I have to actually reset. Which I might have to actually look it up. Hold on. Hmm. Okay, so I think I am just stuck here, so I have to restart. Sadly. Okay.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we? Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms. A wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Okay, there we go.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it.
Oh, hello viewers, how we doing?
Our office is the pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to
Huh?
tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed,
Wars?
the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity.
Oh my god!
Of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man,
I'm
to
scared.
manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
Stanley would never.
So stupid! What
Stupid!
is
I'm kidding, I'm sorry.
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed,
Oh wow.
the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power. Its fangs glistening.
Gasp.
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless.
You've demonstrated such bravery here today.
Stanley, what the hell did you do?
Let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket.
Nah.
The dark magic
I'm not
comes
listening to you, narrator. Nah. Oh, the phone again? Hold on, let's see what it plays.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The
That's
purpose
playing
of this
again?
message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
Okay, I did hear that before, so... Oh wait, let me not grab the bucket. Hold on.
And cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere.
Okay. I want to do this without the bucket.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game
I want to choose no. I want to see what no does.
into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Because obviously I'm not trying to stream and do every single ending today. That's too much. So I'm just trying to do some of them, and then I'll stream probably next week. Well, not probably. I will stream next week. But like, I'm just trying to mostly get some of them.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice
It's like he knows.
Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Oh. Okay. That's it. Oh, okay. Sorry, I see that you are watching, but give me just 1 second. I will be back in like a minute. Oh! I see the hallway looks different. Okay. Yes, give me just 1 sec. Okay, I am so sorry about that, babes. I am back. I know that I was gone for quite a few minutes. Just apologizing, I'm sorry. Literally got back and immediately had to pause the game. Pretty much. Okay. But, you're back. So let's get started. Okay.
The
Yoink.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced them. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door of his mind.
You know what? No. Actually, yeah. Let me listen. Also, I said it earlier, 413, OMG, my birthday! I haven't really gone on this side much, so...
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase,
I'm going downstairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of habit, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket! He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me, Stanley! Find me! He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free
Oh my
will is
god.
limitless, and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even
Oh my
realize
god.
he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself.
Backflipped? What? This game is so stupid.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
Oh,
thoughts.
hello viewer, how are you doing?
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Right now I'm
Did he
pretty
think
much
he's asleep,
just
doesn't have to
going
take
through endings of the
responsibility?
game,
Stanley is as awake
kind of like
as he's
playing
ever
around.
been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Okay, I like keep spinning because I see like on the edges, I see like green, but like I can't see anything. Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my
He's about
voice?
to have a heart attack, is what I'm feeling.
And everything went black.
Okay. Stress.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this
Sorry.
particular day, her
So,
work was interrupted
it's pretty
by
much without a
young
bucket.
man who had stumbled
Okay.
through town talking and screaming to himself, and then
Laughs.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in
Oh, that's
control
not.
of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Turned and ran is crazy. Okay. Yeah, just, I see a dead body and then just run. Okay.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder
What?
now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actually, I don't think I...
So he detailed
Okay, we'll go this
the
way.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, does this just lead back to this?
Not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Oh.
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley things? What about Stanleries? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Cute. Love it.
Here's the door. Just go.
Hold on. Oh. Damn. I'm trying to do this because I want to see what happens. Damn it. Okay, I guess I can't do it. Actually, wait, no. I'm Stanley now. I'm gonna get this. Hello viewers. I just want to put it, I wanted to see if I could put in the code because I want to see if anything happens since he's starting to get annoyed of it.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and
Oh my god.
Figgies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
LOL. I'm just keep crouching.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Actually, I want to see if there is anything over here. Because I did do this
Although
before.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Actually, let me listen this time. I want to see if anything happens.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
I'm gonna try to
horrible
do the
secret
number
did this
thing
place
for
hold?
the missile.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have
But
to
because
stop
I've been streaming for so long, I think after that I am going to end this stream because I have been streaming for like 3.5 hours.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh. Oops. Didn't realize it opened.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
Doing
manipulated to
circles.
accept blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Gasp.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. The
Okay.
controls labeled with emotions.
Okay, I honestly
Sad,
don't know how to do this
content,
next part,
walking, eating,
so we're gonna try
working,
to do it.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's
Gasp.
emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Okay, one.
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea
Oh,
where
wow.
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored buttons. Or maybe this big red button. Or this
Oh, wait, does it keep going?
door.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Hold on. I need to look it up, because honestly, I am confused. I guess there isn't an ending. It's
If there's
literally just this.
anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this
Damn.
place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperate?
Oh, wait. I guess instead of literally just doing it again for no reason, I should just... Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket, Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Okay.
and entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna follow what the narrator does, but now I have the bucket, so...
Coming
Up
to
the
a standstill,
stairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yep. It was totally the bucket. It was the bucket all along.
The elevator raced down, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Excuse me, sorry,
What
I yawned.
Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Sorry, I'm not trying to make you wait. Okay,
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
wait, so does the bucket, wait, I'm pretty sure I just realized, so the bucket pretty much just adds an extra, like, funny ending to every other ending.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole thing.
Monitors jumped to life,
It's just,
and
I'm
Stanley
pretty
was
sure it's
dropped
the
in the
bucket
office.
adds an extra, like, funny
Everyone
ending.
in the office was being videotaped.
That's actually really
monitored
funny.
like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
LOL.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's frame mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Hello viewer, how are you doing?
The bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I think we all need a bucket as a friend.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. But as the cold reality of this power...
What is that?
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley
Yippee.
and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every
Blah.
country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned,
What?
but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... Well, wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Stanley gulped. Like, left. I want to keep playing. Okay, I want to keep playing, but I know how I am, so I'm not gonna stop, and then I'm gonna be here for like hours, which I already have. Sorry, had to yawn. But I genuinely enjoyed this game so much. I will stream next week trying to get like the other endings I don't have. Damn, hello viewer. I'm sorry. I literally was about to end this. But I genuinely enjoyed this game very much. I genuinely why am I saying genuinely so much? Oh my god. I cracked up a solid like good 20 times because I don't know why, but some things that happen in the game like I almost said it. Like just really made me like laugh. So like I really want to play this game again because I enjoyed it very much. So next week I will try to get all the endings that I did not get today. So I will hopefully see whoever is watching this now / whoever watches this in the future, hopefully. But I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a great day or great night wherever you're watching from. Lots of kisses, lots of love. Mwah. Peace out, babes. Bye.